When you're trying to have a natural birth as natural as possible, whether it's a VBAC after multiple cesareans, natural birth after having multiple inductions or having Pitocin, or it's your first baby and you just like to avoid all of the birth trauma that you've heard about, you're making one critical mistake, believing that it's not actually possible. What do I mean by that? First of all, if you are deferring to the experts, or you are asking the medical system what you should be doing, or you are looking to birth books, or you are looking to birth classes to see how to get your body into labor or what to do to prepare your body, let me just tell you one thing. This is what leads you to falling into what I call the natural birth traps, which undermine your confidence in your body's ability to follow its own process. So maybe you don't go into labor right away at 39 weeks. Maybe you don't show any signs of labor progress. You start to doubt yourself. Or maybe your care provider is trying to tell you all the things that can go wrong. You start to doubt yourself. Maybe your care provider tells you you're not allowed to have the kind of birth that you want, that you must have the IV, that there's absolutely no way because it's policy. You have to agree to something that you really don't feel comfortable with. These are called natural birth traps. But the thing is that you don't have to fight. You don't have to beg. You don't have to compromise on your birth plan. The way to have a natural birth truly as natural as possible is to do one thing. Recognize that your body is going to do this, whether or not your care provider agrees, whether or not your partner believes in you, whether or not society says you can do it. Your body is designed to birth. Now, when you tune into your intuition, you might realize that you need to change your plan, but you do not want to be trusting the experts telling you what is actually possible for you. I lay all of this out inside my new book, Your Empowered Birth, which is a roadmap for getting the birth you want without having to fight, beg, or compromise. This isn't like any other birth book that you have seen. This doesn't talk about dilation. This doesn't talk about labor stages, except to tell you that these often lead to the natural birth traps. If you want to know more, you can go and get that book off of Amazon, or you can check out the rest of the videos on my YouTube channel where I talk about the natural birth traps. I talk about what true natural birth looks like, how it's different from how the medical system teaches it. I teach you the underlying reasons why you're doubting yourself so you can get past your fear and move forward to getting your dream birth. I show you tips on how to get your partner to support you, because oftentimes they are afraid and they just need you to stand there in your power and saying to them, look, I've got this. I just need your support. And then they can step into their true role, because their role is not to scare you. Their role is to hold space for you. Same with your care provider. Your care provider's role is not to tell you what to do. Your care provider's role is supposed to be to facilitate what's already happening, and they have the tools to help you if you need them. But when you're planning a natural birth as natural as possible, you don't actually need the medical system to control you. In fact, when you do this, you fall into those natural birth traps. Again, the videos on my channel will tell you more about what these natural birth traps are, why you want to avoid them, what they do, how they undermine your confidence, how they mess with your body's physiological process, and everything that is going to help you to avoid that C-section that you don't want, or that repeat C-section, or that heavily medicalized and controlled VBAC, when what you really want to be able to do, ideally, would be to birth at home or birth in the hospital, but feel safe enough that nobody is going to touch you. Nobody is going to force you into vaginal exams. Nobody is going to force you to have the IV. Nobody is going to tell you when your time is up. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you get my book, Your Empowered Birth, now available on Amazon. And I will see you soon.